Hello, everybody. I'm Shin from the Helmholtz Julia Communication Group. And today on the interview, we are going to talk about mental health in academia from the 2019 Helmholtz Julia survey. And as a guest, we got Carsten here. Hello, Carsten.
Hi, Shin.
So I'm actually personally very curious about the results, but would you, first of all, introduce us a little bit about mental health and what is exactly mental health for doctoral researchers?
Sure, it's a pleasure. So, well, if you imagine working on a doctoral research project in this highly diverse and innovative field nowadays, you require a certain degree of flexibility and resilience, and there are many factors making doctoral research time quite challenging due to the high workload, the competition among your peers that you also want to be friends with, the pressure to publish, and in the mental health section, the personal and psychological well-being of our colleagues was assessed by employing three sources: Beck's depression scale, the state trait anxiety inventory, and the patient health questionnaire 9. And the term mental health, to be precise, has been defined by the World Health Organization as the subjective well-being, perceived self-efficacy, and one's intellectual and emotional potential. And in the questionnaire, we asked the participants to rate emotional statements, something like, I feel calm, I feel relaxed, I feel depressed, I feel tired, and rate how often they felt like this in the last weeks. And then we calculated a score from this results, and this score gave the degree of depression or anxiety within the participants.
Okay, I have to tell you that I liked this part a lot in the survey when I took it. But I was also wondering, could you tell us a little bit more? Where does this interest exactly come from when you are designing this survey?
So for sure, there's a real world connection. Tragedies such as suicides connected to mental health issues have, of course, far-reaching impacts, including sparking of discussions about mental health. In the academic sphere, the suicides of two professors in particular, Will Moore and Alan Kruger, stirred the discussion and highlighted the need for an increased understanding of the impact of mental health issues on the academic work. And as you might know, there are no reliable numbers on academic suicides or within the academic population, and there's also no data on prevalence of mental health symptoms within the academic sphere. Only in 2006, a study by Schindler found that about 20% of full-time academic physicians and basic science faculty showed significant levels of depression. And mental health, for example, in graduate education is also personal for us, as we all have seen colleagues struggle during their graduate school program on their personal problems connected to work, whatever. And even several took their lives along with the course of it all. I would say over the last years, the higher education community has built a better understanding of how impacted some faculty members and doctoral researchers are by mental health issues in the very competitive academic environment we have today. The understanding and addressing of mental health in academia is vitally important to support the wellness of our current and future leaders and colleagues. The key is not crisis response, not caring after it happened. It's creating a culture of support, understanding, and prevention. And the time to do something, to act, is now.
I cannot agree more. I think the time is now. And now I think it's also the time to let our audience to have a look at some of our survey results on mental health.
Sure, let's do it.
Justin, thank you for bringing us the mental health aspect into this survey. And now, in the end of this interview, I would like to ask you a personal question, which
Sure.
I also thought about for myself. So I would like you to use two adjectives to describe how does it feel like being a Helmholtz student.
Well, certainly incredibly motivating to be amongst all these incredibly talented and motivated people, and it's also inspirational. So whenever I return home, I feel like incredibly charged. What about you, Shin?
Well, I cannot agree more. I basically agree with what you said, but I also think being a Helmholtz student is the best way to maintain a very good mental health because you have a lot of friends and companies in this community.
Indeed,
Yeah.
a lot of people you can talk to.
So with this, we want to finish our interview today and thank you.
Thank you.